journey towards ourselves. I request you all to take a very comfortable posture, like crossing your hands, fingers into fingers, crossing your legs, gently closing your eyes. And become one with your breath, friends. The normal, natural breath. Today being International Yoga Day, yoga is union. Yoga is meditation. Yoga chittavritti nirodha, which means stopping the chatter in the mind. No activity of the mind is yoga. So let us all take up this journey in emptying our minds. That can only be possible if our physical body is very relaxed. But all there is any kind of stress in any part of your body, just ease it out. The more you're comfortable in your body and the posture, the better we can work with the mind. So just drop your body. Once you drop your body, then slowly drop your mind. Give a pause to your mind. It has been working tirelessly, thinking, thinking, thinking. Now let us take a conscious choice and a decision in emptying the mind by becoming aware. Each time you have a thought, become aware that you are here to meditate. You are here to empty your mind. And then your companion, your breath, is always there with you. Each time you have a thought, reach out to your breath. Again, you have a thought. Again, reach out to your breath. Just be with your breath, friends, and be grateful for your own self being here, meditating in a group, and always realize that you are no less than a Buddha, no less than a Jesus. All you have to do is drop all the mind's activity, drop the logical thinking, surrender to your breath. Then you realize that you are that. So just be with your breath, friends. A normal, natural, soft, tender, tranquil breath. Last 2 minutes, friends. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your both hands over your eyes for a few seconds. Whenever you are ready, you may remove your hands and slowly open your eyes. If you have some water next to you, friends, have some water. It is very important that we drink water after we finish the meditation. Welcome back, friends. I hope you all had a peaceful meditation. And today we have entered into day 21 of We Heal Ourselves. And today's topic is about Prana, food of gods. It's by our wonderful master, Jasmuheen. Yeah. We need to know how to create a mental model of reality that allows us to recognize, be open to, and consciously work with the pranic flow. This happens more powerfully and easily when we understand universal laws, particularly the law of resonance that says like attracts like. By consciously flooding our system with pure prana, we can activate aspects of our true nature that are able to guide us to make wise and loving choices, which is a sign of being filled with light. There are three major sources of prana. One is solar prana, the second one is air prana, and the third is ground prana. Source of solar prana is sunlight. It can be obtained by sunbathing and drinking water that has been exposed to the sunlight. Now, air prana is absorbed by the lungs through breathing and also directly absorbed by the energy centers of the bioplasmic body. Ground prana is absorbed through soles in the feet. Walking barefoot increases the amount of ground prana. Water absorbs prana from all the above three sources. Now, fasting versus pranic diet. With fasting, we live off of body fat as the system is flushed out and supported to detoxify itself. If continued for too long, we see muscle shrinking, rapid aging, and may eventually lead to death. Fasting is abstinence from food. With prana, we are simply feeding a body in a different way, providing it with superior quality nourishment from an unseen and seemingly unexplainable source. Pranic nourishment is eating in a different way from an alternate source. Living on only prana diet is a warrior path, and it's not in everyone's blueprint to do it. To do this program, we need to be in balance, which requires a blending of all the energies, masculine and feminine. Walking in highly pranic environments such as beaches, mountains, and forests is highly beneficial. Changes due to practice of prana program. Our stomach shrinks, our metabolic rate changes. We get more energy as prana is pure source. Example, no chemicals. We sleep less, get stronger, never feel hungry as we are fed on a different level that also takes care of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual hungers. Our eyes light up to reflect a happier soul, and our pituitary and pineal glands also often light up and become brighter. Now, eighth step recipe for pranic nourishment. So, the first step is increase daily meditation time. Second thing is go vegetarian. The third thing is lighten up your diet. Reduce gradually 3 meals to 2 and 2 to 1 per day. Change your belief systems is the fourth. And the fifth one is master your mind by asking questions and changing attitudes. Now, sixth one is go vegan and be dairy free. Seventh is go to raw foods only. Eighth is exist on fluids only. So these are the 8 step recipe for pranic nourishment, friends. I would like to repeat this again. So the first thing is increase daily meditation time. And second thing is go vegetarian. The third thing is lighten up your diet. That means reduce gradually 3 meals to 2 and 2 to 1 per day. Change your belief systems. Master your mind by asking questions and changing attitudes. Go vegan and be dairy free. Go to raw foods only. Exist on fluids only. So these are the this is the article about prana, food of the gods, friends, and the source is from the prana program and the food of the gods at the Global Congress of Spiritual Scientists meet. So Jasmuheen had been to she's been an ambassador of this Global Congress of Spiritual Scientists, which is hosted by Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, and it used to happen yearly once in September, in the month of September or October, wherein all the masters across the world who are working towards the upliftment of the humanity, they've been called there and they've been asked to share their truth so that we all get to learn from them. So part of it, Jasmuheen was there in the year 2008, and she delivered this wonderful um, you know like uh, um, wonderful concept of prana, food of gods. So yes, friends, when we increase more and more meditation time, we surely get enough prana, and the hunger, we don't feel hungry because we feel our soul is satisfied. Like we eat very light. And I have also experienced, like after reading this book called Anastasia by Vladimir Megre, In that book, I was really fascinated to see this lady, Anastasia, that she lives in the Siberian forest, and she's like a lady Tarzan. She just stays there, and and she eats whatever is available there, and all these things. So when I read the story of Anastasia and how light she is, like she's just like a how freely she's floating, her body is as if it's like a floating, and her spirit is floating. So I was very interested. That's when I thought, okay, let me try experimenting on this raw food, and that was a switch happened in my life in 2020. I opted going on a raw food diet for 2.5 months one time, and the next time I also did for 2.5 months. As I could see that the more I was on a raw food diet, it's not about weight loss program. No, nothing like that. It's something happened within me that asked me uh, to feed my body and to feed my soul with this natural food without any chemicals and directly from the farmer. So I just started doing that, and I started creating my own recipes in raw foods. And I was surprised to see that, yes, just eating raw food, we can be such healthy in the body, healthy in the mind, and the purity in the soul. So this is directly coming from the nature. So I really experimented, friends, and I could see my face was beaming, and my thoughts, everything was very clear, and so much clarity. So yes, it's as Jasmuheen says that, yes, the when we keep experimenting on these things, the 8 step recipe, when we opt these things, and we see there will be a huge difference. There will be a huge difference in what we eat is what we become. See, if she's taking only prana from the cosmos, which is available for everybody, and how organized is her thoughts, how miraculous are her thoughts. So we have to keep experimenting. Fasting, never fast only because today is a religious day, so I fast, or maybe I want to lose my weight, so I fast. So don't do that. On that day, if you are planning to fast, meditate a lot on that day. Meditate a lot because you're already light. Your body is very light on that day. Just drink some waters, and just meditate a lot. And you see a huge difference because you are more into that silence. And when you are more into silence, fasting, it makes you keep silent. When you don't eat also, you are more grounded. So try it, friends, and why not? Why not? If it happens to us to become a breatharian, why not opting? And as I met this lady called Erica from Belgium. She's a friend of Jasmuheen, and the energy this lady carry is amazing. And when I met her, she was there in Egypt, and we asked her to come to our home to share about her experience of being a breatharian. And when she shared her experiences, we were all awestruck, and like she was very uh, age wise, like the number wise, she was 75 plus at that time when we met her. And she was vibrant. She was vibrant when we saw her at that time, and she's a librarian. She goes swimming, she goes to play tennis. At that age, I asked her, how could you do that? Without eating food, can one be like that healthy, or that many activities can we do? She said, yes, everything is in the mind. So if you like, or if you want to, or if there is a calling that you have to become a breatharian, that happens to you, and you get energy from the source. It is always available. It's just that we think that food only brings health, or well-being to us. No. So that time I really got inspired. I really got inspired meeting Erica. Like I met Jasmuheen. Um, we had a very short talk, but with Erica, when she was in Egypt, we had a very long talk, and such a friendly person, like Jasmuheen. So it's amazing to meet these wonderful people so that you can understand that there are people who are there out there in the world that they are doing these things, and we can also do that. So yes, friends, thank you so much for listening, and yes, thank you so much. And if there is anybody who wants to share, I know our friend Shireen ji uh, had been a breatharian for quite some time, and last time when she was here, when we had a topic on of Jasmuheens, she was sharing about her experience of being breatharian. So see, we can also experiment. We can also do that. And I guess Shireen ji did it for 2 years, 1 or 2 years. Yes, Shireen ji.
Yeah, I think anybody can do this
Right.
because I when I went on various courses, I saw people, even our veterans who weren't even vegetarian, but they had gone through such trauma, and many of the people on the various courses had major health concerns, so that they were overcoming cancer, diabetes, all kinds of things. But I think diabetes mainly, changing a lifestyle. But and they just were able to go from that extreme place of eating meat, which I was quite shocked because I had also been a raw foodist and
Mhm.
done raw chef training and all this in my life. So I gradually gone through various things, and then I went to a course, and they just went from eating meat to absolutely nothing. Fruit, I think they gave us for a few days, and then they gave us juice, and then the most important part was the transitioning of the 4 days, and that's
Mhm.
when you really do need support and to be with other people who are doing this.
Mhm.
Because my own experience, the first time that this happened, where it was complete, was that there was almost like in Christianity, they have a sort of they
Yeah.
always talk about
40.
reborn, and this was very much like a rebirth. I
Mhm.
remember on the fourth day, almost like going to lose my
Wow.
last breath,
Mhm.
and it was very powerful. But it's like that. It's like something else happens.
Mm.
So anybody can do this, but if you haven't yet reached the stage, it's like for me, I do 3 days of dry every month,
Mhm.
and I do a 1 day minimum of dry every week. So
Wow.
you just start by doing, if you're feeling weak or whatever, then start with your water fast. But
Mhm.
remember, a dry fast, 1 day, 24 hours of dry fast is the equivalent of 3 days of a water fast.
Mhm.
And it is
Okay.
a magnificent thing when it comes to health. It really is incredible. And what also happens is that you don't sleep. I
Mhm.
reached a stage where my mind was shocked. My brain couldn't get it that I'm living and I'm not eating. It was like this massive thing was the mind thinking,
Mm.
but how can you be walking? You as fitter than ever, and you're not eating. It's just you go through these processes, but it's very important to have other people who are resonating in that way. And I'm very lucky that the people around me, we're on the same page.
Wow.
But anyone can do it, and I'd be really happy. And I know lots of people that
Mhm.
are breatharian. One of my friends, she has one. She has half a glass of coconut water every day. That's it. She was a nurse before that, so it's great to see from the medical profession she's having this one glass or half a glass of coconut. So it is everything is possible, and if there's health issues, then yeah, this is a great way.
Mhm.
It's almost as if I was breathing from a different, completely different place energetically,
Wow.
and it's really an inspirational place to live from. And actually, it would be good for me to get back there because just talking about it reminded me of how full of energy I was. um, just
Mm,
that
mm,
amazing resonance. It's like you could do anything. It's just there isn't the words for this really when you're in that state.
mm,
But uh, be with other people who do the similar things you are interested in, because it's very easy to get caught up
mhm.
in the
True.
world. And uh, you know I think also for diabetics, especially in our culture, I mean, there's some excellent programs, whole food, plant-based, no oil,
Mhm,
on online, if anybody wanted, where it's all Indian food that you can make and that they make, but not using anything that would be not useful for the body. And if you go from this place, you start there and then move on to incorporating more and more raw food into your. I think Jeremy went on 6 months of raw food
mm,
on one okay. We just did a chef training in the United States, and
mm,
it was all raw. Yes, and it was amazing. You just read the detoxing of the body, the cleansing of the body is also important.
mm,
So, and I was interested in, because I was looking at longevity
mm,
and
mm,
looking at Babaji, because in my meditation I got Babaji on one occasion. I thought, well, what is this? And then I got very interested in all the people who were doing this, and I just thought, gosh, this is a possibility,
mm.
and put yourself at in if anybody's interested and they want to have a chat, I was always
Yes,
very pleased to
wonderful,
do that.
Shirinji.
Yeah, because I do. And if they were in Bournemouth or London around here, I have so many friends who are really 100% committed, so they just sort of
Mhm,
live on prana, and to be able to see people who do that and then do exercise. One of my friends who does this, she runs 10K every day. You just think, how are you doing it? It's like the gods are carrying you. You've become that it's wonderful. It's very inspiring to see people who
wow,
are doing this. Mm.
wow. Your words and Jasmuheen's words inspired me to go at least on a raw food diet because, as you said, Shirinji, that when you're speaking, you felt that energy to go back
Oh,
to that, to go
yeah, I
back
do. Even as I'm doing
into
it now, I'm
that.
thinking, mm, it is. It's amazing.
Yes,
It's just
yes.
amazing. You're vibrating basically. You're just
Mhm.
vibrating,
Yeah,
and I mean, it's just incredible that you just get 20 years younger. For me, it
very
was
true.
like, really, is this? And a combination of things that have done that in my life where I've been surprised. I think that's when I met Pranahita and was introduced
Mm,
to Patriji, was
mm,
on Vipassana. And I think I was either doing a 20-day or 30-day
mhm.
on this. And every time you leave the course, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, my God, you don't need any kind of plastic surgery or nothing. You have just absolutely rejuvenated every cell in your body,
Wow.
and all these things we can do so in a great way, naturally. So yeah, no, that's great that if you can do that and do the dry fasting, I find is the
Mhm.
one that makes the biggest difference. And
You're
it's
right.
and you'll still have energy, but that is the when you're doing a 1 day dry, it's the
It's
equivalent of
equivalent
3
3 days of water
of
fasting.
water. That's magnificent. Yeah. And I
Wonderful.
normally do that on Amavasya and Purnima and stuff. On those
Mhm.
days, I'll always do it once a week, but on those days specifically, I'll do dry.
Okay, so
Mm.
now I think Ram have heard you, Shirinji. Now, so we both do a dry fast on this 24th is Purnima, so we will
Yes,
we will
that's
go on
great.
a dry fast.
Yeah, that's
We want to
wonderful.
experiment. See,
Mm.
whatever we hear, we have to experiment. Then only we have an experience. Otherwise,
Oh, yes.
we might miss something. So like why not if we have the opportunity, why not doing it? So
Mm,
thank you
mm,
so much,
mm.
Shirinji,
No, that's
for always inspiring us. Thank you so much. Hey, Sharo.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good
Shenji,
morning,
you have
Sharo.
been an inspiration to everybody. I think each and every person who is listening to you, you are an inspiration. Seriously,
thank
thank you so much, Shiriji, for sharing your beautiful experiences with all of us. It really pushes us more into doing things which are very good for us. So yeah, as I said that Jasmuheen have met once in during GCSS, and she has been an inspiration to me since then. And what I wanted to talk about is a little bit of about prana, because this is what I remember I discussed it with Jasmuheen also. So it was like, she told me that as far as the life force energy is concerned, whatever we take, the life force energy, it all depends upon the quality of the prana that we are having. It all depends upon what kind of thinking we have, what kind of food we eat, and what kind of lifestyle do we have. It all depends upon that the prana, the quality of prana is it changes. People who people who have a different lifestyle, who have a busy lifestyle, or they are not vegetarians, they have a very different kind of a prana, which actually sometimes it's not good for them and not good for their family. So then I researched more on that, and I also got to know that prana has five basic dimensions when we talk about prana. Out of that, one is Udana Vayu. I don't know the English name for that, but it is called the Udana Vayu. And this Udana Vayu is something that gives our body a buoyancy. It's lightness. And it all depends upon what is the food that we eat. In China, so there is a school, Udan School, if you will go through the Facebook, or if you want some more information on that. So you can just scroll through the internet. You will get to know an Udan School of Udan School is there in China, where they teach martial arts and everything. And you might have seen the bodies of the people who learn martial arts. They are so light and buoyant that they can even just jump so many meters up, right? And even the ballet dancers. Okay, so if you will just look at their bodies are very lean. Okay, and the food that they eat is more of prana, and the more it's like the raw food that they eat more, and that is why they feel very buoyant. And that is the reason why, because of this udana vayu, this prana, we don't feel that weight on our body. Even if we are weighing 100 kgs, we will not feel that weight. But as soon as we die, you might have felt that difference, that as soon as we die, when the udana vayu is going out, so our body feels very, very heavy. If you have actually lifted a body who's a dead body, you might have also seen that there is a difference between a body which is alive and the body which is dead. There is a hell lot of difference in that. So it is all because of that udana vayu. But now, how this udana vayu can be more buoyant is by the way you eat, what you eat, how you think. And this is all depends upon how beautiful your prana will become. So when I used to also eat, I used to have 3 meals a day, like a normal human being. But after the angels came into my life, my slowly and gradually my meals, my food became milk, more of the milk, more of fruits. I take 1 meal a day, and mostly it's that is 1 meal, that's it. And otherwise the 2 meals will be the the milk and the fruits. Even though people used to say that you have become very lean, I used to feel that no, I feel very light from inside. I feel more active because I'm meditating, I'm taking all the prana that is required, and I'm taking good amount of food what is required for my body to live. So the milk, the fruits, all these things, were being inculcated, and roti or whatever the main food on which everybody thinks that our body is dependent on, I started just slowly and gradually ebbing off from my life. So it has been a wonderful experience, because even if people say that I'm very lean, I'm thin, I'm this and that, but I know that I'm feeling very energetic. I don't feel tired. I don't feel exhausted. So yeah, so this is what I wanted to add. So thank you so much. Thank you for listening,
Wonderful.
everyone. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Charu. Thank you for sharing this. Wonderful, wonderful sharing. So thank you so much. So friends, anybody else? Yes, Amita?
Hi, good morning. What lovely discussion. And it really motivates. So I was just thinking, why don't we start it on the group as such, so a 40-day thing, whatever, of
Wow.
this fasting or, so that at least we are, as the
We
group
feel
energy continues.
motivated.
Yes,
Mhm.
at least let us motivate each other. And, whatever doubts are there, Shirinji and Sharu are there to guide us
Mm.
to do how to do it. And of course, you are there. But, why don't we start something like that?
Mm. Okay, so we will give a thought about it, Amita. We will surely work on it. Yes,
Yeah, because
yes.
wherever we falter, sometimes we may not know whether we're doing the right thing or not. So at least that initial guidance, that initial push, I think it will help everybody. I mean, it'll add more value to our meditational experiences.
Yeah. So we will surely work on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Thank
Yes, yes. Yeah. Thank you,
thank
Amita.
you. Thank you.
Yes, Ram.
Thanks a lot, Madhu. Thanks, Shirinji and Sharuji. Wonderful sharings of prana. And yeah, Madhu, as you were mentioning, yes, the full moon days to go on fasting is such a nice thought. So yes, we have to start doing it, because whatever we hear because it has a reason behind it. Whoever are here, not just because you had time that you are here, not just because you had internet in your home and nothing to do that you are here. No, there is some greater reason why we are here, and we are listening all these things. So I completely align with you. We have to experiment on this, Madhu.
Mhm.
So that's a good thought to start with. So thank you.
Yes, we will do that, Ram. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, Meena.
Wonderful, mother. It was like I am not getting worse, and I can't open my eyes until now. Closed eyes, listening to each one of you. Thank you very much. And I would like to ask Madhu. Earlier, you started the vegetarian food sessions. The raw food,
Raw food retreat.
yeah. We can do that again, because what I have noticed is earlier I have a misconception that if I don't eat in the night, I can't sleep.
Mhm.
But I stopped eating one time a day. I take food, and evenings I don't eat anything. Just if I'm too hungry, I take only food, raw fruit,
Mhm.
and I can see that my meditation is very good. I can get into deeper levels of
Yes.
meditation and empty stomach. It's not that I can't sleep, but I don't know. My metabolism has increased, and the energy levels has increased. Everything it has increased in various stages. And
Mhm.
I have seen yesterday. I am listening to Balrat sir as well. They did 10 days water retreat, something
Mhm. Water
full 10
fasting.
days. Yeah, water fasting, and he was explaining about the results as well. Thank you,
Yes,
mother.
yes, Meena. We will, as Amita was also telling the same thing, we will do that. So the last time, I think it was last year that I made this program of 14 days raw food retreat. It's like treating your body, like giving a treat to your body with only raw food. I have all the recipes in there. So what we can do is we can set up a date, and then we can start doing that. So in that PDF you will get to have all the simple recipes which are very much available for us for the morning, breakfast to breakfast, and then little brunch, and then lunch,
Yeah.
and and the little snack and the dinner dinner. So everything is with is only with raw food. So raw vegetables and fruits that are available. So yes, we can go ahead doing that. Yes, at least we can form a small group, or whoever are interested. So we can make a group separately in the WhatsApp, and we keep on sharing, inspiring each other, starting from the day 1 to day 14. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
we
Thank
will
you.
do that, Meena. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea, to do it as a part of a group, and
Yes.
to start it first as just one day of dry, or even
Mm-hmm.
for some people so many hours, where if you incorporate intermittent every day into
Mm-hmm.
your life, your health is going to start healing every level of it. So that's a fantastic idea to do that, because
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of schools out there for breatharianism,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm just one of these people. If I'm interested in something, I'm very, very passionate, and I
Yeah.
attend and have met many of the teachers,
Mm.
including Jasmuheen. But some of the ones that I've seen, they're things that don't resonate with me. Like, some of them will take quite a lot of drugs, and or ayahuasca, and
Mm.
I think my sense would have been, and I've never taken ayahuasca, and it's not about a judgment. If I wanted to, I would. I listen to my inner self.
Mm.
But there were people who said, "Oh, well, it's really important," and the people who were running these trainings. But for me, it seemed, and so, for somebody like me who worked with addictions and with
Mm.
substance abuse and with drugs, it wasn't as if they were just taking ayahuasca once a year or once in a lifetime to shift consciousness. It was
Mm.
like, if they were taking it, somebody said to me, "Oh, I've taken it up, and now this year about 150 times." For me, if you're
Wow.
taking ayahuasca 150 times, this is an addiction.
Addiction, right? Very true.
This is not about shifting the consciousness. So I
Mm-hmm.
think, be careful, because the last time I actually went on a training, uh, and these are all very famous breatharian teachers, very high up on that list. And in the school, when we were doing the course, there were people who, this one person was also very open to relationships. So there were two things going on in this particular school, where it was fine to take all these drugs, and it was also fine to have open relationships. And so
Okay.
we were two, so be careful when, look at your own values, your own morals,
Sure.
when you're choosing. And then we had a
Yeah.
debate, which was
Mm.
actually some of us who were not interested in taking drugs, and we were interested in brahmachari, and others who were not interested. There was opposite. There was quite interesting dynamic that went on. But look carefully, because people, there are breatharians who will also, when they do eat, if they did eat, it could be anything. So,
Mm.
there are lots of schools out there. Just be careful what
Yeah.
resonates. And maybe doing it in this way, where people are
Yes.
just, will be very different, because what will come through is something else.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Shirinji.
All right.
So as we said, we will form a small group. We will first 14 days we will try to opt raw food, and then from then we will just try to see, weekly once a dry fasting we will go, and then maybe like yeah, I think dry fasting is nothing but being on prana. That's it. So yes, we can do this experiment, and as your presence and Sharu's presence will throw some light and information, like in each one of us, because I'm new to these things. Yes, I have done raw food retreat because I just experimented on myself, but I've never get got deep into these subjects, like so if your presence and Charu's presence and anyone who are working on this, if you're there, we can all work together so that we can all do it as a team. It will be great. So as a
Yes.
group, we can, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so happy. Let's do it without any delay. Great. So, all right, friends, I have a session in about a half an hour's time, and then we will all see each other again in the evening. Today evening, we will be having Master Shashank. The topic will be shared soon. And friends, starting 3 p.m. India time, which is at 11:30 p.m. Europe CET, Germany time, and 10:30 p.m. India time, we will be having the International Yoga Day celebrations, wherein we have various masters coming up and sharing their wisdom. So please do join us and listen to each and every master. So it will be very, very interesting. Yes, Ram?
11:30 a.m. Madhu in
Oh,
UK.
sorry. Yes, 11:30 a.m., not p.m. So
10:30
yeah,
a.m.
right.
UK time.
10:30 a.m. UK time. Yes, very true. Thank you so much. Yeah. So friends, you can go and watch in PMC English channel. They're doing the live telecast. It is going to be amazing. So thank you so much, friends. We'll see you all in the evening. And for tomorrow, the topic will be Science Probes Our Energy Body. So this is by Sheila Ostrander and Lynch Schroeder. So we will listen to them tomorrow. All right, friends. Till then, have a lovely day. Namaste to
Bye,
all, and I wish you
Madhuji.
all a
Thank
happy
you.
International
Thank
Yoga
you.
Day. Thank
Happy
Happy
you.
Yoga
International
Day.
Thank you,
Yoga Day.
To you.
Bamaji.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Madhu.
Bye,
Bye.
Madhuji.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Madhuji.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank